Hey, what's going on, guys? The Langbanger here. So I have a new profile for you, and I wanted to go over Shaddoll Chaos Numeron. Yeah, you heard that right. So I'm gonna be very upfront with you guys. Honestly, I've been sitting in my room like the last hour, maybe 2 hours, trying to construct this. And honestly, it really hurt my head because I could not fit everything that I wanted to within this deck. I mean, Numeron in itself takes up a lot of space in the extra deck, in the main, right? I mean, pretty much with that, you have to use a lot of cards. You can't really splash it. But then in regards to, Shaddolls and Chaos, you'll kind of just get the feel. But the reason I decided to include all of this is when you do your big Numeron play, right, you'll have multiple light monsters right there. So that's kind of what prompted me to do what I did. So let's just go ahead. Like I said, again, this is definitely a mess. A lot of stuff I really wanted to include, but I couldn't even get there. So, so you start off two Numeron wall. You have two Squamata Shaddoll, one Beast, one Hedgehog, one Falco, one Dragon. Oh, sorry, two Hedgehogs. Sorry, and then one Dragon. Sorry, two Wendy. So this is, like I said, again, very crazy tight space. Two Wendy here. I actually even wanted to use the newer light one, the one that summons from the hand, but I didn't end up including that. So, three Blackluster Soldier, two Chaos Dragon Levianeer, and then you have two Ghost Ogre and two Baylor. So, I'm not even saying that this deck's, fully set up for the meta we have now, the meta that we're gonna have, right? But with Numeron being a thing, I mean, you have to use hand traps, so that's honestly what made things so hard. Also, with the Numerons in the extra deck and being light, I felt like I needed more light monsters as well. So I feel like it's a pretty good mix. Ghost Ogre, it's definitely going to gain some popularity. Veiler, I mean, you can always Veiler something. So there's four more lights there. Blackluster is light also, and then you have the Numeron. So I figure that's more than enough. That is the monster lineup. On to the spells. You have three Network, three Calling. Yeah, I know that's crazy right there. This will kind of make some sense once we get rolling here. Three Shaddoll Fusion, three El Shaddoll Fusion, two Called by the Grave, two Performa Pal Popper Up, one Terraforming, one Instant Fusion, one Foolish Burial, and one Card Distraction. So you can see that I'm just trying to, get through the deck, sift, if you will. I think that was a Magic the Gathering term. So I just want to make some plays, drop some big bodies. I mean, by all means, like the Chaos monsters, I mean, no matter which ones I choose, which, by the way, I don't have the reprint of the prize card yet. I was just trying to see if I was going to drop down in price. But, even if I wanted to, I'm trying to think of the other Chaos monsters. You have Chaos Sorcerer, you have Chaos Emperor Dragon, the original, right? Dragon Duo. I'm trying to think. I know that there's another one, and I'm kind of kicking myself but basically, like, I love Chaos, right? Like, I've been playing the game since 2004. So, this by no means is the ideal way to be playing the deck, but it's just my own personal flavor. So, definitely coming up, you're going to see me, like, taking this deck. You'll, see the same sleeves, and I'm just going to keep building different decks until I get a feel for what's the best way to use Numerons and have a Chaos deck with it. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, card destruction, the Popper Up, you're drawing cards, so you won't see a lot of people use the Numeron Calling at 3 copies, but since I have some discard fodder, I figure that's okay. Numeron Wall, I mean, that's good at 2. I did have 3. Again, I was just trying to find room at the end. Had to add in the hand traps. I really hate using hand traps, but also, like, if you don't use them, you're not going to be able to really play. So, yeah, that's that. Onto the extra deck. Now, this got even crazier. I definitely feel like I don't have everything I need in here, but maybe that's where you guys could help out. So you have 2 window, you have 1 app clone, and you have 2 construct. So the first thing that I noticed or I was thinking over is I have 5 Shaddoll monsters, right? But then I have 6 spells. Well, if you kind of think of it like you need to see a spell to get things going, so it's an odd number, and hopefully the game will be over, pretty quickly. So I highly doubt I would ever go through all 6 copies. That may be a pretty shitty reason, but I just figured, yeah, if I see a spell, I can at least get going, or discard stuff out of my hand, drop some chaos monsters, etc., etc. I stuck with these honestly because they're all light and dark, so that was that. I mean, I had no need to use any of the other ones because I have no way to bring it out. I'm not using Neff Shaddoll Fusion. I'm not using Super Polymerization. Again, I really had to cut a lot of cards to put in everything that you even see here. So that's the Shaddoll package. So on to the Numeron. You have 2-1, you have 2 2s, you have 2 3s, you have 1 4, you have 1 C1 Chaos. This is actually a proxy. I cannot find my Zexal anywhere. So I just have one of those Utopia Future Slashes. So I know I have one laying around. I've had a 4-in-1. Like, even when that card first came out, like as a reprint, I know like it was good, and yeah, I don't know. I just can't find it. Then the last card from my extra deck is Abramax. So I don't have I always say it in a lot of videos that I don't have certain cards, but some cards are just a lot of money. That one Link monster that you can go into off the Numerons, you guys already know where it is, the Infinite Track. Dude, I don't know, that spiked up in price. I should have got it ages ago. That was my mistake. Avramax is still something you can end on. I mean, I was going to try and fit in Borlow Dragon. I do not have the Unchained Abomination. But as you can see, I think like the extra deck in itself is probably the reason why this deck's going to get scrapped, and probably like in a week you're going to see another Chaos deck. So the reason being, I just don't feel like there's a lot of utility here, and I just could not find a way to bunch everything together. So if you guys have any ideas on that, let me know. If I'm like overdoing something, right? But it's like, when you do your Numeron network and calling play, right, like you typically want to have at least 3. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just kind of stuck. I was just sitting here, like I said, banging my head off the wall, and I'm just like, man, how can I do this? This like seems like such a sick idea, or just a nice consistent way to get lights and darks into the grave, but then I just couldn't fit everything into the extra deck. And then even in the main deck, like, it would be great in the world where you don't need to use hand traps, right? Because that in itself would have gave me some slots there. So I need that to stop Zexal, Called by the Grave, right? Like, you need that for your plays to go through. So it's kind of unfortunate because that would give me more spots to be able to do more fun stuff in this deck. But yeah, I mean, as always, I just enjoy making profiles for you guys, even though a lot of people don't watch my content as they used to anymore. I kind of fell off the map. But if this helps anyone, or if someone enjoys that out there, hey, that's great stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Peace.